Today, we will discuss carbohydrates and its classifications. Carbohydrates comes from the French term hydrates de carbone, which means hydrates of carbon. It is sometimes called saccharide from the Greek word saccharon, meaning sugar. The suffix OSE is used to denote the name of a saccharide. Glucose, or an example of carbohydrates, has the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, or CHO. It is a major source of energy for living organisms. They are produced by the process of photosynthesis, where carbon dioxide and water are combined to form sugar or glucose, and oxygen by using sunlight. They can be micromolecules, monosaccharide, or macromolecules, disaccharide, and polysaccharide. So, carbohydrates are classified into three. Monosaccharide, that consists of one sugar unit. Disaccharide, that consists of two sugar units. And last, polysaccharide, which consists of 10 or more sugar units. Monosaccharide are the simplest carbohydrates. It is only sugar that can be used or utilized and absorbed by our body. There are three types of monosaccharide: the glucose, galactose, and fructose. Glucose is the most abundant monosaccharide. It is found in the bloodstream and provides an immediate energy for the body, while galactose are monosaccharide found in milk. But unlike glucose, they are not found freely in nature, because as you drink a milk, you are getting lactose, and this lactose need to break down for us to utilize the sugar it provides. Fructose is a monosaccharide found in fruits and considered as the sweetest monosaccharide. Now, having the following structure of the molecules of glucose, galactose, and fructose, let's now identify the chemical formula for monosaccharide. So let's identify the chemical formula for monosaccharide: glucose, galactose, and fructose. Now, to do that, all we have to do is to count the number of atoms on each element present on the molecules of monosaccharide. So on our previous discussion, we discussed that all carbohydrates have the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now, to identify the chemical formula for monosaccharide, let's count the number of elements, or the number of atoms for elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Let's start with the carbon. So, how many carbon are present on the glucose molecule? So, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, there are 6 carbon present on glucose molecule. For galactose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There is also 6 carbons present in galactose as well as in fructose. For hydrogen, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So there are 12 hydrogens present on glucose molecule. For galactose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we also have 12 hydrogens present in galactose. For fructose, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are also 12 hydrogens present in the molecule of fructose. For oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 oxygen present on glucose molecule as well as in galactose and fructose. So now, the chemical formula for monosaccharide is C6H12O6, meaning to say each monosaccharide have 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, and 6 oxygen. Next one is the disaccharide. Disaccharide consists of 2 monosaccharides bonded together by a covalent bond called glycosidic linkage. There are 3 types of disaccharide: the maltose, lactose, and sucrose. Maltose is a disaccharide consists of 2 glucose sugar. It is used in making beer and sometimes also used on energy drinks such as the Milo. Then it is made by chocolate malt barley. While lactose is a disaccharide found in milk. It is consists of 1 glucose unit and 1 galactose unit or 1 galactose sugar. It is found in milk. While sucrose is a disaccharide that consists of 1 glucose and 1 fructose molecule. It is found on fruits. Sugar cane is one of the source of sucrose, and we can observe it on our table sugar. Disaccharide is produced by the process called condensation process or dehydration process. It is a reaction in which 2 molecules or a part of the same molecules are combined. Let's say, for example, we will combine 1 glucose molecule to another glucose molecule to produce maltose. Now, as a result of the bonding between 2 glucose molecules, they also produces 1 molecule of water. So at the bonding of 1 glucose to another glucose, there is an H2O loss during the process, and that could be the water. Now, the reverse process of condensation is called hydrolysis, wherein it is a reaction, of course, when the bond between monosaccharides is broken with the addition of a water molecule. So let's say we have a maltose sugar and we will add water into it to break down the molecules of the 2 and form 2 molecules of glucose. It is also the reason why sugar is soluble to water, meaning to say they are being break down by the water molecule. Now, what is the chemical formula for disaccharide? Same as the process we have on getting the chemical formula for monosaccharide. Let's again calculate or count the number of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen on each molecule of disaccharide, sucrose, maltose, and lactose. So let's count it down. How many carbons is present in sucrose molecule? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 carbon present in sucrose molecule. For maltose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are also 12 carbon present in maltose, same as in lactose. For hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there are 22 hydrogens present in sucrose molecule, same as in maltose and lactose. For oxygen, let's count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 oxygen atom on the molecule of sucrose, same as in maltose and lactose. So the chemical formula for disaccharide is C12H22O11, or they have 12 carbon, 22 hydrogen, and 11 oxygen. Now, let's see why does a disaccharide have a chemical formula of C12H22O11 instead of C12H24O12. So, during the process of making disaccharide, one monosaccharide is added to another monosaccharide to form disaccharide, and as a result of the bonding between these two monosaccharides is a forming of water. Now let's calculate if the number of atoms on each molecule before the process is the same as the number of atoms present after the process. So let's calculate how many carbon and hydrogen and oxygen is present before and after the process of condensation. So for carbon, we have 6 and another 6 into this. So we have a total of 12 carbon before the process. Hydrogen, we have 12. And 12, another 12 into this, so we have 24. For high oxygen, we have 6 into here and another 6 on another monosaccharide with a total of 12. Now, after the process, let's calculate each atom of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Here we have 12 carbon, while here we do not have carbon, so we have a total of 12. For hydrogen, we have 22 here and 2 on the water molecule with a total of 24. For oxygen, we have 11 here and 1 for the molecule of water with a total of 12. So as you can see, there is no atom that is being lost on this one. There is just a rearrangement of atoms for each molecule during the process. We still have 12 carbon, 24 hydrogen, and 12 oxygen, same as after the process. Now, last classification of carbohydrates is a polysaccharide. So polysaccharide are large molecules of carbohydrates. They are consist of 10 or more units of monosaccharide. There are 3 types of polysaccharide: the starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Now, what is the difference of these 3? Starch are those polysaccharides stored in plants. We can acquire this type of polysaccharide on starchy foods such as bread, corn, some potatoes, some grits. While glycogen are those sugar or polysaccharides stored in human liver and muscles, or human and animal liver and muscles. So those sugars, stored sugar present on our muscles and liver that can be used on the next needed time is called glycogen. So if the body needs energy, glycogen is breakdown into glucose so that glucose can be utilized or used by our body. Now, unlike starch and glycogen, cellulose is not for giving energy. They are used as, or they are functioned for the structure in plant's cell wall. That is also why cell wall in plants are rigid or not easily to destroy or change. It is because of this cellulose. So it cannot be digested by humans. That is also why those parts of plants such as the stem with sturdy structure is or cannot be eaten by humans and animals. It is because they have more cellulose than those present on leaves and on their fruits. So some animals such as cow or those what we call bovidae, those animals that eat their poop as they release it, can digest or have some bacteria on their digestive tract that can digest cellulose. But for humans and most of the animals, we cannot digest this cellulose. It is because one of their function is just for the structure of plant's cell wall. So just remember that carbohydrates is divided into three: monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide. Monosaccharide can be glucose, galactose, or fructose. Disaccharide can be maltose, lactose, or sucrose. Polysaccharide can be starch, glycogen, and cellulose. So that's it for our discussion. You can now have or proceed to your activities. Thank you very much.